Previously, I believe I have given you really good examples of public speaking, but today I can fail a little bit, so just make your mind after I will speak. The reason why I decided to speak tonight is because I was promised to give you a badge. Right, Alona?
Right, exactly.
I'm expecting it a lot. Okay. Thinking about previous icebreaker speeches, I noticed that a lot of speakers talked about the history of their names. Like Alona told about her boy's name, Adosha, and I enjoyed it a lot, and you see, I remembered. So I'd like to share the history of my name. My name is Sasha, but here a lot of people call me Alex, or it's more international. So I'd like to believe that my parents expected a boy. But now I realize that it might not be true, and they might have expected a girl. And my parents are wise people, so they decided to play it safe and to choose unisex name, like Sasha. So if I wasn't a boy, and if I were a girl, I would still be Sasha, but like a girl name. So that is the history of my name, which I hope you enjoyed. Okay, my friend Natasha and Jamal already said they're from Diplomatic Academy of Ukraine. This also applies to me. I'm also a student of the Diplomatic Academy of Ukraine, and at first I studied at the National Aviation University. That was cool, but only when I recall the people I communicated with. Because when I recall the structure and the university in general, it was really awful, really. So now I'm glad that I graduated from the Aviation University and studied at the Diplomatic Academy. Now I really enjoy it, but I'm also looking forward to graduating it because honestly I'm fed up with any kind of studies. That's an honest reason. Okay, there are also a couple of reasons why I decided to join this club. The first one is once I attended a conference. It was an interesting international conference, and there were a lot of diplomats, former prime ministers, former diplomats, and cool people, very well known. But what I noticed that when they spoke in front of the audience, it was so boring, really. They sucked as public speakers, really, that's the word I can describe it. And when I looked back at the audience, I saw that a lot of people are literally falling asleep. They were like sleeping and enjoying their time, and unfortunately that also applies to me. I also fall asleep, I confess. But I like to consider myself as a wise guy, so at the end of the conference I made 3 conclusions. The first one, some people which are good at interpersonal communication suck as public speakers, and that's true. The second conclusion is that I can fall asleep in a seated position. And that's cool for me because whenever I'm flying on a plane, it's difficult for me, but at that conference I managed to do it. And the third conclusion which I made is that public speaking skills are really important because you can be good at interpersonal communication, but whenever it comes to persuading people, to speaking in front of the audience, it's a whole different area. And you have to master those skills because if you don't speak properly in front of the audience, you just damage your image. And there is a rule of life which I believe, which is you attract and you get what you project. When you project that you're a bad public speaker, it means that you attract the wrong kind of people. So I believe that this skill is really important, at least for me. Okay. I also believe that everybody has to have a role model in every area of their life. Talking about public speaking, I found my role model, and it was the second reason why I decided to join this club. So my role model is Guy Kawasaki. You probably haven't heard of this guy, but he's really cool. You heard of it? Yeah. I think he's Japanese, but he lives in America. And when I saw his presentation, I was really astonished because it's so informal, people laugh, and he's so confident speaking. So I decided this guy is going to be my role model for public speaking. By the way, Graham, you previous time you pointed out that I used to be a sport and it's not polite. So yesterday, when I watched Guy Kawasaki, he used that word for about 4 times. That's where I get it from. It explains a lot.
He's full of BS, in other words.
No. Okay, I already mentioned the Diplomatic Academy. I would like to speak a little bit about it. What I enjoy is that I learn languages there. My second language and my second passion is French. But in comparison, my romance with English has lasted for about 5 years. And at first, when I started it, I was told that I'm so stupid and I'm not going to speak English. And that was my first teacher who told me when I was a small kid. And I believe I proved her wrong. Okay. A lot of people, previous speakers, they mentioned that they like traveling. It also applies to me, but I'm not going to tell you about all the places which I visited. I'll try to tell you the recent ones which I really enjoyed. So, as a student of Diplomatic Academy, I went to Brussels with Natasha, and to Szeged, and also soon I'm going to Tallinn. It's educational programs which include sharing of experience of the Europeans with us Ukrainians on topics of Euro integration, NATO creation, etc. That is a good thing, but there is a lot of, I believe this topic is a divisive issue because lots of people say, okay, we shouldn't join NATO or we shouldn't join the EU, but we should stick with Russia. What I'd like to say about myself is that I listen to those people, I consider the facts that I'm given, but I make up my mind myself, and I don't like to be influenced by other people. As a Ukrainian, I'm a passionate pro-Ukrainian. And that means that in the future I will be doing everything for the benefit of Ukraine and not for the other country. And as my time has finished, thank you for your attention. You're really patient people, and see you next time. Thank you.